CLEP English Literature Yeats and Eliot. Question 1. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, which work is tied to Samuel Johnson? Option A, 1984. Option B, Lyrical Ballads. Option C, Preface to Shakespeare. Option D, My Last Duchess. The correct answer is option C, Preface to Shakespeare. Preface to Shakespeare fits because it is Samuel Johnson's work, an important neoclassical critical essay defending Shakespeare while noting faults. 1984 is associated with George Orwell, My Last Duchess is associated with Robert Browning. Lyrical Ballads belongs with William Wordsworth, not this author clue. Question 2. Preparing a CLEP-style clue among these writers, who is linked to holy sonnets? Option A, Samuel Beckett. Option B, John Donne. Option C, Salman Rushdie. Option D, Charles Dickens. The correct answer is option B, John Donne. John Donne fits because Holy Sonnets is a group of metaphysical poems using paradox, argument, and intense spiritual drama. Salman Rushdie is linked to Midnight's Children, Samuel Beckett is linked to Waiting for Godot. Charles Dickens points instead to Great Expectations, so it does not match this clue. Question 3. Studying a CLEP-style clue among these terms, which one names a poem of mourning, often reflecting on death and loss? Option A, personification. Option B, elegy. Option C, kenning. Option D, metaphor. The correct answer is option B, elegy. Elegy fits because it means a poem of mourning, often reflecting on death and loss. Personification and metaphor refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Kenning is also different, ode praises or meditates formally, satire mocks folly, ballad tells a song-like story. Question 4. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, when William Shakespeare appears in review, which title fits? Option A, Holy Sonnets. Option B, Macbeth. Option C, Sonnets from the Portuguese. Option D, A Midsummer Night's Dream. The correct answer is option D, A Midsummer Night's Dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream fits because it is William Shakespeare's work, a comedy that mixes lovers, fairies, mistaken identities, and theatrical play. Sonnets from the Portuguese is associated with Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Holy Sonnets is associated with John Donne. Macbeth belongs with William Shakespeare, not this author clue. Question 5. Examining a CLEP-style clue, during work matching, which title belongs to T.S. Eliot? Option A, Preface to Shakespeare. Option B, Heart of Darkness. Option C, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option D, Othello. The correct answer is option C, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock fits because it is T.S. Eliot's work, a modernist dramatic monologue about paralysis, self-consciousness, and urban alienation. Othello is associated with William Shakespeare, Preface to Shakespeare is associated with Samuel Johnson. Heart of Darkness belongs with Joseph Conrad, not this author clue. Question 6. Considering a CLEP-style clue, recognizing Matthew Arnold should lead to which title? Option A, The Pilgrim's Progress. Option B, Dover Beach. Option C, Ode to the West Wind. Option D, The Second Coming. The correct answer is option B, Dover Beach. Dover Beach fits because it is Matthew Arnold's work, a Victorian lyric often linked with religious doubt, melancholy and cultural uncertainty. The Pilgrim's Progress is associated with John Bunyan, Ode to the West Wind is associated with Percy Bysshe Shelley. The Second Coming belongs with W. B. Yeats, not this author clue. Question 7. How is the repetition of vowel sounds without repeating the same consonants usually labeled? Option A, Unreliable narrator. Option B, Assonance. Option C, Kenning. Option D, Bildungsroman. The correct answer is option B, Assonance. Assonance fits because it means the repetition of vowel sounds without repeating the same consonants. Bildungsroman and unreliable narrator refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Kenning is also different, alliteration repeats initial consonants, consonance repeats consonant sounds, irony depends on contrast. Question 8. If a poem uses drama that satirizes social behavior, courtship, class and witty conversation, which device is present? Option A, tone. Option B, pastoral. Option C, caesura. Option D, comedy of manners. The correct answer is option D, comedy of manners. Comedy of manners fits because it means drama that satirizes social behavior, courtship, class and witty conversation. Caesura and pastoral refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Tone is also different, tragedy centers on suffering or downfall, melodrama heightens emotion, epic narrates heroic action. Question 9. Comparing a CLEP style clue, how should a reader label a passage where a line moves mostly unstressed stressed 5 times? Option A, iambic pentameter. Option B, terza rima. Option C, free verse. Option D, ballad stanza. The correct answer is option A, iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter fits because iambic pentameter is built from 5 iambs, creating the common 10-syllable rhythm used in much English verse and drama. Ballad stanza is wrong because ballad stanza is a narrative quatrain pattern, not a single 5-foot line. Free verse and terza rima describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 10. Tracing a CLEP style clue, which work is tied to John Keats? Option A, The Pilgrim's Progress. Option B, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Option C, Ode on a Grecian Urn. Option D, Songs of Innocence and Experience. The correct answer is option C, Ode on a Grecian Urn. Ode on a Grecian Urn fits because it is John Keats's work, a romantic ode meditating on art, beauty, permanence, and human transience. The Pilgrim's Progress is associated with John Bunyan. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is associated with Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Songs of Innocence and Experience belongs with William Blake, not this author clue. Question 11. Interpreting a CLEP style clue, identify the writer normally connected with Orinoco. Option A, John Keats. Option B, Aphra Behn. Option C, William Shakespeare. Option D, Christopher Marlowe. The correct answer is option B, Aphra Behn. Aphra Behn fits because Orinoco is an early prose narrative associated with colonialism, slavery, and heroic romance. William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. Christopher Marlowe is linked to Dr. Faustus. John Keats points instead to Ode on a Grecian Urn, so it does not match this clue. Question 12. Preparing a CLEP style clue, when a review note mentions empire, decolonization, language, cultural identity, displacement, and historical memory, which period fits? Option A, metaphysical poetry. Option B, restoration. Option C, post-colonial/Commonwealth. Option D, Anglo-Saxon/Old English. The correct answer is option C, post-colonial/Commonwealth. Post-colonial/Commonwealth fits because it is commonly linked with empire, decolonization, language, cultural identity, displacement, and historical memory. Restoration is different because restoration literature is linked with wit, theater, and comedy of manners. Metaphysical poetry and Anglo-Saxon/Old English point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 13. Studying a CLEP style clue, identify the device described as narration that imitates the flow of a character's thoughts and perceptions. Option A, stream of consciousness. Option B, tone. Option C, sonnet. Option D, couplet. The correct answer is option A, stream of consciousness. Stream of consciousness fits because it means narration that imitates the flow of a character's thoughts and perceptions. Tone and sonnet refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Couplet is also different. Omniscient narration surveys many minds. Allegory uses symbolic action. Satire mocks social errors. Question 14. Recognizing a CLEP style clue, when a passage shows a 9-line stanza with 8 lines of iambic pentameter and a final alexandrine, which term fits? Option A, allegory. Option B, tragedy. Option C, simile. Option D, Spenserian stanza. The correct answer is option D, Spenserian stanza. Spenserian stanza fits because it means a 9-line stanza with 8 lines of iambic pentameter and a final alexandrine. Allegory and tragedy refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Simile is also different. Heroic couplet has 2 rhymed lines. Blank verse is unrhymed iambic pentameter. Ottava rima has 8 lines. Question 15. Identify the writer normally connected with lyrical ballads. Option A, Chinua Achebe. Option B, Jonathan Swift. Option C, George Eliot. Option D, William Wordsworth. The correct answer is option D, William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth fits because Lyrical Ballads is a landmark romantic collection favoring ordinary language, nature, feeling, and imagination. Chinua Achebe is linked to Things Fall Apart. George Eliot is linked to Middlemarch. Jonathan Swift points instead to Gulliver's Travels, so it does not match this clue. Question 16. Select the term for the continuation of a sentence beyond the end of a poetic line. Option A, assonance. Option B, enjambment. Option C, mock epic. Option D, Bildungsroman. The correct answer is option B, enjambment. Enjambment fits because it means the continuation of a sentence beyond the end of a poetic line. Bildungsroman and mock epic refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Assonance is also different. Caesura is a pause within a line, and stopping completes a sentence at line end. Allusion is a reference. Question 17. Reviewing a CLEP style clue, can Don Juan help identify which author? Option A, James Joyce. Option B, Thomas Hardy. Option C, Lord Byron. Option D, Mary Shelley. The correct answer is option C, Lord Byron. Lord Byron fits because Don Juan is a witty satirical verse narrative associated with the Byronic voice and social critique. Thomas Hardy is linked to Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Mary Shelley is linked to Frankenstein. James Joyce points instead to Ulysses, so it does not match this clue. Question 18. Testing a CLEP style clue on a CLEP study card, which writer belongs with the Canterbury Tales? Option A, Samuel Beckett. Option B, William Shakespeare. Option C, Charlotte Brontë. Option D, Geoffrey Chaucer. The correct answer is option D, Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer fits because the Canterbury Tales is a Middle English frame narrative that uses pilgrims to create a state satire. William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. Charlotte Brontë is linked to Jane Eyre. Samuel Beckett points instead to Waiting for Godot, so it does not match this clue. Question 19. Comparing a CLEP style clue, spotting that a poem builds an elaborate, surprising comparison between unlike things should lead to which term? Option A, kenning. Option B, rhyme scheme. Option C, conceit. Option D, simile. The correct answer is option C, conceit. Conceit fits because a conceit is an extended and often intellectually unusual comparison, especially common in metaphysical poetry. Kenning is wrong because kenning is a compact Old English compound metaphor. Simile and rhyme scheme describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 20. When a CLEP-style passage shows that the audience understands danger or truth that a character does not yet see, which answer works? Option A, dramatic irony. Option B, situational irony. Option C, verbal irony. Option D, foreshadowing. The correct answer is option A, dramatic irony. Dramatic irony fits because dramatic irony depends on a gap between audience knowledge and character knowledge. Verbal irony is wrong because verbal irony says one thing while meaning another. Situational irony and foreshadowing describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 21. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue during character review, which work belongs with J. Alfred Prufrock? Option A, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option B, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Option C, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Option D, Waiting for Godot. The correct answer is option A, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Prufrock is Eliot's self-conscious speaker associated with modern alienation and paralysis. Beowulf is an epic hero, Gulliver is Swift's traveler, Othello is Shakespeare's tragic general. Question 22. Preparing a CLEP-style clue among these works, which one is by Lord Byron? Option A, Don Juan. Option B, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option C, Mrs. Dalloway. Option D, Preface to Shakespeare. The correct answer is option A, Don Juan. Don Juan fits because it is Lord Byron's work, a witty satirical verse narrative associated with the Byronic voice and social critique. Mrs. Dalloway is associated with Virginia Woolf. Preface to Shakespeare is associated with Samuel Johnson. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock belongs with T.S. Eliot, not this author clue. Question 23. Identify the writer normally connected with Things Fall Apart. Option A, T.S. Eliot. Option B, Samuel Beckett. Option C, Chinua Achebe. Option D, Robert Browning. The correct answer is option C, Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe fits because Things Fall Apart is a post-colonial novel about Igbo society, colonial disruption and cultural conflict. T.S. Eliot is linked to The Wasteland. Robert Browning is linked to My Last Duchess. Samuel Beckett points instead to Waiting for Godot, so it does not match this clue. Question 24. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, how should a CLEP author clue for The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock be answered? Option A, Robert Browning. Option B, Virginia Woolf. Option C, T.S. Eliot. Option D, Lawrence Sterne. The correct answer is option C, T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot fits because The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is a modernist dramatic monologue about paralysis, self-consciousness, and urban alienation. Robert Browning is linked to My Last Duchess. Virginia Woolf is linked to Mrs. Dalloway. Lawrence Sterne points instead to Tristram Shandy, so it does not match this clue. Question 25. Examining a CLEP-style clue during terminology review, which term matches the repetition of initial consonant sounds in nearby words? Option A. Dramatic monologue. Option B. Alliteration. Option C. Personification. Option D. Epistolary novel. The correct answer is option B. Alliteration. Alliteration fits because it means the repetition of initial consonant sounds in nearby words. Epistolary novel and personification refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Dramatic monologue is also different, assonance repeats vowel sounds, metaphor makes an implied comparison, satire mocks vice or folly. Question 26. Considering a CLEP-style clue, recognizing William Blake should lead to which title? Option A. 1984. Option B. The Canterbury Tales. Option C. Ode to the West Wind. Option D. Songs of Innocence and Experience. The correct answer is option D. Songs of Innocence and Experience. Songs of Innocence and Experience fits because it is William Blake's work, visionary poems contrasting innocence, experience, social oppression and spiritual perception. 1984 is associated with George Orwell, Ode to the West Wind is associated with Percy Bysshe Shelley. The Canterbury Tales belongs with Geoffrey Chaucer, not this author clue. Question 27. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, identify the writer normally connected with Tristram Shandy? Option A. T.S. Eliot. Option B. Samuel Beckett. Option C. Seamus Heaney. Option D. Lawrence Sterne. The correct answer is option D. Lawrence Sterne. Lawrence Sterne fits because Tristram Shandy is an experimental 18th century novel famous for digression and playful narration. Samuel Beckett is linked to Waiting for Godot. T.S. Eliot is linked to The Wasteland. Seamus Heaney points instead to north, so it does not match this clue. Question 28. Testing a CLEP-style clue, if you see W. B. Yeats, which title should you remember? Option A. Middlemarch. Option B. The Golden Notebook. Option C. Sonnets from the Portuguese. Option D. The Second Coming. The correct answer is option D. The Second Coming. The Second Coming fits because it is W. B. Yeats's work, a modernist symbolic poem known for apocalyptic imagery and historical disorder. The Golden Notebook is associated with Doris Lessing, Middlemarch is associated with George Eliot. Sonnets from the Portuguese belongs with Elizabeth Barrett Browning, not this author clue. Question 29. Comparing a CLEP-style clue during character review, which work belongs with Okonkwo? Option A. In Memoriam AHH. Option B. Ulysses. Option C. Great Expectations. Option D. Things Fall Apart. The correct answer is option D. Things Fall Apart. Okonkwo is central to Achebe's post-colonial novel about Igbo society and colonial disruption. Crusoe belongs to Defoe, Lear belongs to Shakespeare, Prufrock belongs to Eliot. Question 30. Which term describes an extended, surprising, intellectually elaborate comparison? Option A. Mock epic. Option B. Sonnet. Option C. Conceit. Option D. Tragedy. The correct answer is option C. Conceit. Conceit fits because it means an extended, surprising, intellectually elaborate comparison. Mock epic and sonnet refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Tragedy is also different, simile uses like or as, understatement deliberately minimizes, pastoral idealizes rural life. Question 31. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, can a CLEP item about Percy Bysshe Shelley point to which work? Option A. Ode to the West Wind. Option B. Volpone. Option C. 1984. Option D. The Golden Notebook. The correct answer is option A. Ode to the West Wind. Ode to the West Wind fits because it is Percy Bysshe Shelley's work, a romantic ode that treats nature as destructive, creative, and revolutionary power. 1984 is associated with George Orwell, Volpone is associated with Ben Jonson. The Golden Notebook belongs with Doris Lessing, not this author clue. Question 32. Preparing a CLEP-style clue among these works, which one is by Mary Shelley? Option A. The Tempest. Option B. Beowulf. Option C. Jane Eyre. Option D. Frankenstein. The correct answer is option D. Frankenstein. Frankenstein fits because it is Mary Shelley's work, a gothic and romantic novel about creation, responsibility, isolation, and ambition. Jane Eyre is associated with Charlotte Bronte, Beowulf is associated with anonymous Old English poet. The Tempest belongs with William Shakespeare, not this author clue. Question 33. Studying a CLEP-style clue, how should a reader label a passage where one thing is described as another without using like or as? Option A. Hyperbole. Option B. Metonymy. Option C. Simile. Option D, metaphor. The correct answer is option D, metaphor. Metaphor fits because metaphor makes an implied comparison between unlike things. Simile is wrong because simile compares using like or as. Metonymy and hyperbole describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 34. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, when a passage shows a rhymed pair of iambic pentameter lines often used in neoclassical poetry, which term fits? Option A, Gothic. Option B, heroic couplet. Option C, satire. Option D, Spenserian stanza. The correct answer is option B, heroic couplet. Heroic couplet fits because it means a rhymed pair of iambic pentameter lines often used in neoclassical poetry. Satire and Spenserian stanza refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Gothic is also different, blank verse is unrhymed, Spenserian stanza has 9 lines, ballad meter is song-like and narrative. Question 35. Identify the writer normally connected with Troilus and Cresside. Option A, Virginia Woolf. Option B, Lawrence Sterne. Option C, Jane Austen. Option D, Geoffrey Chaucer. The correct answer is option D, Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer fits because Troilus and Cresside is a Middle English narrative poem focused on love, fortune, and betrayal. Virginia Woolf is linked to Mrs. Dalloway, Lawrence Sterne is linked to Tristram Shandy. Jane Austen points instead to Pride and Prejudice, so it does not match this clue. Question 36. Considering a CLEP-style clue, how should a character clue about Victor Frankenstein be answered? Option A, Middlemarch. Option B, Tristram Shandy. Option C, The Tempest. Option D, Frankenstein. The correct answer is option D, Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is the scientist who creates the creature in Mary Shelley's Gothic novel. Robinson Crusoe is a castaway, Faustus makes a demonic bargain, Winston Smith belongs to 1984. Question 37. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue during author review, which writer belongs with King Lear? Option A, William Shakespeare. Option B, Robert Browning. Option C, D.H. Lawrence. Option D, Samuel Johnson. The correct answer is option A, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare fits because King Lear is a tragedy about authority, family betrayal, madness, and suffering. Samuel Johnson is linked to preface to Shakespeare. D.H. Lawrence is linked to Sons and Lovers. Robert Browning points instead to My Last Duchess, so it does not match this clue. Question 38. Recognizing a novel told through letters or documents points to which term? Option A, motif. Option B, narrator. Option C, personification. Option D, epistolary novel. The correct answer is option D, epistolary novel. Epistolary novel fits because it means a novel told through letters or documents. Motif and personification refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Narrator is also different, frame narrative embeds stories inside a larger story, dramatic monologue is a poem with one speaker, satire mocks social faults. Question 39. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, recall which author is known for The Waste Land? Option A, Derek Walcott. Option B, T.S. Eliot. Option C, Emily Bronte. Option D, John Keats. The correct answer is option B, T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot fits because The Waste Land is a modernist poem marked by fragmentation, illusion, spiritual dryness, and cultural crisis. John Keats is linked to Ode on a Grecian Urn, Emily Bronte is linked to Wuthering Heights. Derek Walcott points instead to Omrose, so it does not match this clue. Question 40. During character review, which work belongs with Jane Eyre and Rochester? Option A, Dover Beach. Option B, Great Expectations. Option C, Jane Eyre. Option D, Dr. Faustus. The correct answer is option C, Jane Eyre. Jane and Rochester are central to Charlotte Bronte's Gothic Bildungsroman. Catherine and Heathcliff belong to Wuthering Heights, Elizabeth and Darcy belong to Pride and Prejudice, Vladimir and Estragon belong to Waiting for Godot. Question 41. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue among these terms, which one names a reference to another text, historical event, myth, or cultural figure? Option A, soliloquy. Option B, allusion. Option C, comedy of manners. Option D, epic. The correct answer is option B, allusion. Allusion fits because it means a reference to another text, historical event, myth, or cultural figure. Soliloquy and epic refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Comedy of manners is also different. Allegory sustains symbolic meaning across a whole work. Irony creates contrast between appearance and reality. Meter concerns rhythmic pattern. Question 42. Preparing a CLEP style clue, choose the work most closely linked with Doris Lessing. Option A, Don Juan. Option B, Robinson Crusoe. Option C, The Golden Notebook. Option D, Tom Jones. The correct answer is option C, The Golden Notebook. The Golden Notebook fits because it is Doris Lessing's work, a post-war experimental novel linked with fragmentation, politics, identity, and women's experience. Don Juan is associated with Lord Byron, Robinson Crusoe is associated with Daniel Defoe. Tom Jones belongs with Henry Fielding, not this author clue. Question 43. Studying a CLEP-style clue, when a passage shows 5 iambic feet, usually 10 syllables with an unstressed stressed pattern, which term fits? Option A, sestet. Option B, iambic pentameter. Option C, elegy. Option D, Spenserian stanza. The correct answer is option B, iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter fits because it means 5 iambic feet, usually 10 syllables with an unstressed stressed pattern. Sestet and elegy refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Spenserian stanza is also different, trochaic meter begins stressed unstressed, free verse lacks regular meter, anapest has 2 unstressed syllables before a stressed one. Question 44. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, during terminology review, which term matches drama focused on serious conflict, suffering and often a fall or death? Option A, tragedy. Option B, couplet. Option C, unreliable narrator. Option D, foreshadowing. The correct answer is option A, tragedy. Tragedy fits because it means drama focused on serious conflict, suffering, and often a fall or death. Unreliable narrator and foreshadowing refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Couplet is also different, comedy usually moves towards social restoration, farce depends on broad absurdity, pastoral idealizes rural life. Question 45. Examining a CLEP-style clue, recognizing Emily Bronte should lead to which title? Option A, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option B, Wuthering Heights. Option C, King Lear. Option D, In Memoriam AHH. The correct answer is option B, Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights fits because it is Emily Bronte's work, a Gothic Victorian novel of passion, revenge, setting, and layered narration. King Lear is associated with William Shakespeare. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is associated with T.S. Eliot. In Memoriam AHH belongs with Alfred, Lord Tennyson, not this author clue. Question 46. Considering a CLEP-style clue, how would a clue about Alfred, Lord Tennyson most likely be answered? Option A, Othello. Option B, In Memoriam AHH. Option C, Middlemarch. Option D, Ode on a Grecian Urn. The correct answer is option B, In Memoriam AHH. In Memoriam AHH fits because it is Alfred, Lord Tennyson's work, a Victorian elegy that wrestles with grief, faith, science, and doubt. Ode on a Grecian Urn is associated with John Keats, Othello is associated with William Shakespeare. Middlemarch belongs with George Eliot, not this author clue. Question 47. When a CLEP-style passage shows that an object in a story carries meaning beyond its literal role, which answer works? Option A, caesura. Option B, symbolism. Option C, realism. Option D, illusion. The correct answer is option B, symbolism. Symbolism fits because symbolism lets concrete objects, actions, or images suggest larger abstract meanings. Realism is wrong because realism emphasizes credible ordinary experience. Caesura and illusion describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 48. Testing a CLEP-style clue, study cards should connect Alexander Pope with which work? Option A, The Rape of the Lock. Option B, Things Fall Apart. Option C, King Lear. Option D, Holy Sonnets. The correct answer is option A, The Rape of the Lock. The Rape of the Lock fits because it is Alexander Pope's work, a mock-heroic poem using heroic couplets to satirize social vanity. King Lear is associated with William Shakespeare, Holy Sonnets is associated with John Donne. Things Fall Apart belongs with Chinua Achebe, not this author clue. Question 49. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, which term describes substitution of a related or associated word for the thing meant? Option A, sestet. Option B, rhyme scheme. Option C, metonymy. Option D, irony. The correct answer is option C, metonymy. Metonymy fits because it means substitution of a related or associated word for the thing meant. Sestet and irony refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Rhyme scheme is also different, synecdoche uses a part for the whole, metaphor compares unlike things, alliteration repeats initial sounds. Question 50. Can a CLEP item about Samuel Beckett point to which work? Option A. The Rape of the Lock. Option B. The Pilgrim's Progress. Option C. Waiting for Godot. Option D. Tristram Shandy. The correct answer is option C. Waiting for Godot. Waiting for Godot fits because it is Samuel Beckett's work, an absurdist drama centered on waiting, repetition, uncertainty, and minimal action. The Rape of the Lock is associated with Alexander Pope. Tristram Shandy is associated with Lawrence Sterne. The Pilgrim's Progress belongs with John Bunyan, not this author clue. Question 51. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue among these choices, which one explains a passage where a poem presents shepherds and rural life as simple, peaceful, and ideal? Option A. Satire. Option B. Modernism. Option C. Pastoral. Option D. Gothic. The correct answer is option C. Pastoral. Pastoral fits because pastoral literature idealizes rural settings and often contrasts them with court or city life. Gothic is wrong because Gothic emphasizes terror and mystery. Satire and modernism describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 52. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, how should a character clue about Vladimir and Estragon be answered? Option A. The Golden Notebook. Option B. The Pilgrim's Progress. Option C. Ode to the West Wind. Option D. Waiting for Godot. The correct answer is option D. Waiting for Godot. Vladimir and Estragon wait through Beckett's absurdist drama. Hamlet and Horatio belong to Shakespeare, Jane and Rochester belong to Bronte, Gulliver and the Houyhnhnms belong to Swift. Question 53. Studying a CLEP-style clue, if a clue names Belinda and the Stolen Lock of Hair, which title is expected? Option A. Midnight's Children. Option B. 1984. Option C. The Rape of the Lock. Option D. Ode to the West Wind. The correct answer is option C. The Rape of the Lock. Belinda is the fashionable figure at the center of Pope's mock-heroic satire. Tess belongs to Hardy, Jane Eyre belongs to Bronte, Grendel belongs to Beowulf. Question 54. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, if a clue names 1984, which author is expected? Option A. James Joyce. Option B. Jonathan Swift. Option C. George Orwell. Option D. Salman Rushdie. The correct answer is option C. George Orwell. George Orwell fits because 1984 is a dystopian political novel about surveillance, language control and totalitarian power. Salman Rushdie is linked to Midnight's Children, James Joyce is linked to Ulysses. Jonathan Swift points instead to Gulliver's Travels, so it does not match this clue. Question 55. Examining a CLEP-style clue, when a CLEP-style passage shows that characters named for virtues or vices act out a moral journey, which answer works? Option A. Soliloquy. Option B. Assonance. Option C. Realism. Option D. Allegory. The correct answer is option D. Allegory. Allegory fits because allegory gives narrative elements sustained symbolic meanings, often moral or religious. Realism is wrong because realism emphasizes ordinary believable life. Assonance and soliloquy describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 56. Considering a CLEP-style clue, how is the voice that tells a story usually labeled? Option A. Elegy. Option B. Stream of consciousness. Option C. Narrator. Option D. Epistolary novel. The correct answer is option C. Narrator. Narrator fits because it means the voice that tells a story. Epistolary novel and stream of consciousness refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Elegy is also different, author is the actual writer, protagonist is a leading character, audience is the reader or viewer. Question 57. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, if you see Aphrobin, which title should you remember? Option A. Holy Sonnets. Option B. The Rape of the Lock. Option C. Orinoco. Option D. Songs of Innocence and Experience. The correct answer is option C. Orinoco. Orinoco fits because it is Aphrobin's work, an early prose narrative associated with colonialism, slavery and heroic romance. The Rape of the Lock is associated with Alexander Pope, Songs of Innocence and Experience is associated with William Blake. Holy Sonnets belongs with John Donne, not this author clue. Question 58. Testing a CLEP-style clue, recognizing a narrator whose account should not be fully trusted points to which term? Option A. Couplet. Option B. Blank verse. Option C. Spenserian stanza. Option D. Unreliable narrator. The correct answer is option D. Unreliable narrator. Unreliable narrator fits because it means a narrator whose account should not be fully trusted. Spenserian stanza and blank verse refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Couplet is also different. Omniscient narrator knows many minds, author is the real writer, antagonist opposes the protagonist. Question 59. Among these titles, which one contains Selim Sinai? Option A. To His Coy Mistress. Option B. Midnight's Children. Option C. Macbeth. Option D. Robinson Crusoe. The correct answer is option B. Midnight's Children. Selim Sinai connects personal memory with national history in Rushdie's post-colonial novel. Dorothea Brooke belongs to Eliot, Christian belongs to Bunyan, Grendel belongs to Beowulf. Question 60. Tracing a CLEP-style clue, who wrote Frankenstein? Option A. Mary Shelley. Option B. Geoffrey Chaucer. Option C. Chinua Achebe. Option D. Virginia Woolf. The correct answer is option A. Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley fits because Frankenstein is a Gothic and romantic novel about creation, responsibility, isolation, and ambition. Chinua Achebe is linked to Things Fall Apart. Geoffrey Chaucer is linked to the Canterbury Tales. Virginia Woolf points instead to Mrs. Dalloway, so it does not match this clue. Question 61. If a story is told by a voice whose judgments seem limited, biased, or misleading, which concept is being tested? Option A. Objective correlative. Option B. Unreliable narrator. Option C. Authorial biography. Option D. Omniscient narrator. The correct answer is option B. Unreliable narrator. Unreliable narrator fits because an unreliable narrator gives readers reason to question the accuracy or fairness of the account. Omniscient narrator is wrong because omniscient narration is broadly all-knowing. Authorial biography and objective correlative describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 62. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, recognizing Winston Smith points to which work? Option A. Frankenstein. Option B. Paradise Lost. Option C. 1984. Option D. Troilus and Cressida. The correct answer is option C. 1984. Winston Smith is Orwell's protagonist under totalitarian surveillance and language control. Pip belongs to Dickens, Faustus belongs to Marlowe, Okonkwo belongs to Achebe. Question 63. Recall which author is known for Hamlet? Option A. Oscar Wilde. Option B. Virginia Woolf. Option C. William Shakespeare. Option D. Joseph Conrad. The correct answer is option C. William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare fits because Hamlet is a revenge tragedy centered on delay, conscience, performance, and corruption. Virginia Woolf is linked to Mrs. Dalloway. Joseph Conrad is linked to Heart of Darkness. Oscar Wilde points instead to the importance of being earnest, so it does not match this clue. Question 64. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue during passage analysis, which term matches the clue that nearby words begin with repeated consonant sounds? Option A. Irony. Option B. Alliteration. Option C. Assonance. Option D. Meter. The correct answer is option B. Alliteration. Alliteration fits because alliteration repeats initial consonant sounds and is especially important in Old English poetry. Assonance is wrong because assonance repeats vowel sounds. Meter and irony describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 65. Examining a CLEP-style clue, recognizing T.S. Eliot should lead to which title? Option A. Jane Eyre. Option B. The Wasteland. Option C. Middlemarch. Option D. Omrose. The correct answer is option B. The Wasteland. The Wasteland fits because it is T.S. Eliot's work, a modernist poem marked by fragmentation, illusion, spiritual dryness, and cultural crisis. Omrose is associated with Derek Walcott. Middlemarch is associated with George Eliot. Jane Eyre belongs with Charlotte Bronte, not this author clue. Question 66. Considering a CLEP-style clue, could order, reason, decorum, satire, heroic couplets, and classical imitation point to which literary period? Option A. Renaissance. Option B. Modernism. Option C. Neoclassical/18th century. Option D. Romantic. The correct answer is option C. Neoclassical/18th century. Neoclassical/18th century fits because it is commonly linked with order, reason, decorum, satire, heroic couplets, and classical imitation. Renaissance is different because Renaissance writing highlights humanism, drama, and exploration of individual ambition. Romantic and modernism point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 67. Recall which author is known for The Second Coming? Option A. Chinua Achebe. Option B. W. B. Yeats. Option C. Aphra Behn. Option D. Lord Byron. The correct answer is option B. W. B. Yeats. W.B. Yeats fits because The Second Coming is a modernist symbolic poem known for apocalyptic imagery and historical disorder. Chinua Achebe is linked to Things Fall Apart, Afroben is linked to Orinoco. Lord Byron points instead to Don Juan, so it does not match this clue. Question 68. Testing a CLEP style clue, which term describes a comparison using like or as? Option A. Elegy. Option B. Unreliable narrator. Option C. Simile. Option D. Octave. The correct answer is option C. Simile. Simile fits because it means a comparison using like or as. Elegy and unreliable narrator refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Octave is also different. Metaphor makes an implied comparison, metonymy uses association, paradox joins apparent contradiction. Question 69. Comparing a CLEP style clue, when ode on a Grecian urn appears in a literature clue, which writer fits? Option A. William Blake. Option B. William Shakespeare. Option C. Charles Dickens. Option D. John Keats. The correct answer is option D. John Keats. John Keats fits because Ode on a Grecian Urn is a romantic ode meditating on art, beauty, permanence, and human transience. William Blake is linked to Songs of Innocence and Experience. William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. Charles Dickens points instead to Great Expectations, so it does not match this clue. Question 70. Tracing a CLEP-style clue among these terms, which one names literature that idealizes rural life, shepherds, or the countryside? Option A. Epic. Option B. Synecdoche. Option C. Pastoral. Option D. Unreliable narrator. The correct answer is option C. Pastoral. Pastoral fits because it means literature that idealizes rural life, shepherds, or the countryside. Epic and synecdoche refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Unreliable narrator is also different. Gothic stresses terror and mystery, realism emphasizes ordinary life, satire ridicules social faults. Question 71. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, how should a reader label a passage where a 14-line poem divides into an octave and sestet? Option A. Shakespearean sonnet. Option B. Ballad. Option C. Petrarchan sonnet. Option D. Villanelle. The correct answer is option C. Petrarchan sonnet. Petrarchan sonnet fits because the Petrarchan sonnet usually turns between an 8-line octave and a 6-line sestet. Shakespearean sonnet is wrong because Shakespearean sonnets use 3 quatrains and a closing couplet. Ballad and villanelle describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 72. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, which author is most closely associated with sons and lovers? Option A. Afroben. Option B. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Option C. Seamus Heaney. Option D. D.H. Lawrence. The correct answer is option D. D.H. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence fits because Sons and Lovers is a modern novel of psychological realism, family bonds, sexuality, and class tension. Afroben is linked to Orinoco, Seamus Heaney is linked to North. Samuel Taylor Coleridge points instead to the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, so it does not match this clue. Question 73. During work matching, which title belongs to George Herbert? Option A. The Temple. Option B. Preface to Shakespeare. Option C. Othello. Option D. Hard Times. The correct answer is option A. The Temple. The Temple fits because it is George Herbert's work, a collection of devotional metaphysical poems shaped by faith, pattern, and spiritual conflict. Othello is associated with William Shakespeare. Preface to Shakespeare is associated with Samuel Johnson. Hard Times belongs with Charles Dickens, not this author clue. Question 74. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, should Olmrose be matched with which writer? Option A. John Bunyan. Option B. Doris Lessing. Option C. Derek Walcott. Option D. Charles Dickens. The correct answer is option C. Derek Walcott. Derek Walcott fits because Olmrose is a Caribbean epic that reworks classical forms through post-colonial history and island experience. Doris Lessing is linked to The Golden Notebook. Charles Dickens is linked to Great Expectations. John Bunyan points instead to The Pilgrim's Progress, so it does not match this clue. Question 75. Examining a CLEP-style clue during character review, which work belongs with Dorothea Brooke? Option A. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Option B. Middlemarch. Option C. The Temple. Option D. Pride and Prejudice. The correct answer is option B. Middlemarch. Dorothea Brooke is a central figure in George Eliot's realist Victorian novel. Elizabeth Bennet is Austen's heroine, Clarissa Dalloway is Wolfe's character, Satan is Milton's epic rebel. Question 76. Considering a CLEP-style clue, which term fits a passage where a sentence runs beyond the line break before completing its grammar? Option A, caesura. Option B, end stopping. Option C, alliteration. Option D, enjambment. The correct answer is option D, enjambment. Enjambment fits because enjambment occurs when syntax flows past the end of a poetic line, often increasing movement or suspense. Caesura is wrong because caesura is a pause within a line. End stopping and alliteration describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 77. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, recognizing a formal lyric poem of praise, meditation, or address points to which term? Option A, conceit. Option B, blank verse. Option C, epistolary novel. Option D, ode. The correct answer is option D, ode. Ode fits because it means a formal lyric poem of praise, meditation, or address. Blank verse and conceit refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Epistolary novel is also different, epic is long and narrative, satire attacks folly, ballad tells a story in song-like stanzas. Question 78. Testing a CLEP-style clue, which work is tied to Thomas Hardy? Option A, My Last Duchess. Option B, The Importance of Being Earnest. Option C, Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Option D, Preface to Shakespeare. The correct answer is option C, Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Tess of the D'Urbervilles fits because it is Thomas Hardy's work, a late Victorian tragic novel involving social judgment, fate, sexuality, and rural change. Preface to Shakespeare is associated with Samuel Johnson. The Importance of Being Earnest is associated with Oscar Wilde. My Last Duchess belongs with Robert Browning, not this author clue. Question 79. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, can you name the literary term for a statement that seems contradictory but reveals a deeper truth? Option A, paradox. Option B, tragedy. Option C, stream of consciousness. Option D, metonymy. The correct answer is option A, paradox. Paradox fits because it means a statement that seems contradictory but reveals a deeper truth. Metonymy and stream of consciousness refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Tragedy is also different, hyperbole exaggerates, allusion references outside material, enjambment carries syntax across lines. Question 80. During period review, which label matches imagination, nature, emotion, the ordinary person, and the value of individual experience? Option A, romantic. Option B, neoclassical. Option C, restoration. Option D, Victorian. The correct answer is option A, romantic. Romantic fits because it is commonly linked with imagination, nature, emotion, the ordinary person, and the value of individual experience. Neoclassical is different because neoclassical literature values order, satire, and rational polish. Restoration and Victorian point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 81. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, identify the device described as a work that applies epic style to a trivial subject for comic or satiric effect. Option A, mock epic. Option B, apostrophe. Option C, simile. Option D, metaphor. The correct answer is option A, mock epic. Mock epic fits because it means a work that applies epic style to a trivial subject for comic or satiric effect. Apostrophe and metaphor refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Simile is also different, tragedy centers on serious downfall, pastoral idealizes rural life, elegy mourns loss. Question 82. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, should Ode to the West Wind be matched with which writer? Option A, William Shakespeare. Option B, Percy Bysshe Shelley. Option C, Samuel Beckett. Option D, George Herbert. The correct answer is option B, Percy Bysshe Shelley. Percy Bysshe Shelley fits because Ode to the West Wind is a romantic ode that treats nature as destructive, creative, and revolutionary power. George Herbert is linked to the Temple, William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. Samuel Beckett points instead to Waiting for Godot, so it does not match this clue. Question 83. Studying a CLEP-style clue, during work matching, which title belongs to Derek Walcott? Option A, Ode on a Grecian Urn. Option B, Omrose. Option C, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option D, The Tempest. The correct answer is option B, Omrose. Omrose fits because it is Derek Walcott's work, a Caribbean epic that reworks classical forms through post-colonial history and island experience. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is associated with T.S. Eliot. Ode on a Grecian Urn is associated with John Keats. The Tempest belongs with William Shakespeare, not this author clue. Question 84. Recognizing a CLEP style clue, which author is most closely associated with Middlemarch? Option A, George Eliot. Option B, Percy Bysshe Shelley. Option C, John Donne. Option D, Sir Thomas Malory. The correct answer is option A, George Eliot. George Eliot fits because Middlemarch is a realist Victorian novel known for social breadth, moral complexity, and Dorothea Brooke. Sir Thomas Malory is linked to Ellie Morte d'Arthur. John Donne is linked to Holy Sonnets. Percy Bysshe Shelley points instead to Ode to the West Wind, so it does not match this clue. Question 85. Examining a CLEP style clue, how is the ordered pattern of end rhymes in a poem usually labeled? Option A, octave. Option B, apostrophe. Option C, stream of consciousness. Option D, rhyme scheme. The correct answer is option D, rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme fits because it means the ordered pattern of end rhymes in a poem. Octave and stream of consciousness refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Apostrophe is also different, meter is rhythm, diction is word choice, imagery is sensory language. Question 86. Should Dover Beach be matched with which writer? Option A, Daniel Defoe. Option B, William Wordsworth. Option C, Geoffrey Chaucer. Option D, Matthew Arnold. The correct answer is option D, Matthew Arnold. Matthew Arnold fits because Dover Beach is a Victorian lyric often linked with religious doubt, melancholy, and cultural uncertainty. Geoffrey Chaucer is linked to the Canterbury Tales. William Wordsworth is linked to lyrical ballads. Daniel Defoe points instead to Robinson Crusoe, so it does not match this clue. Question 87. Reviewing a CLEP style clue, recognizing writing that mocks vice, folly, or corruption to criticize it points to which term? Option A, dramatic irony. Option B, free indirect discourse. Option C, satire. Option D, tone. The correct answer is option C, satire. Satire fits because it means writing that mocks vice, folly, or corruption to criticize it. Dramatic irony and tone refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Free indirect discourse is also different. Elegy mourns loss. Romance emphasizes adventure or idealized love. Lyric expresses personal feeling. Question 88. Testing a CLEP style clue if a comparison explicitly uses like or as, which concept is being tested? Option A, synecdoche. Option B, paradox. Option C, metaphor. Option D, simile. The correct answer is option D, simile. Simile fits because simile is the figure of comparison signaled by words such as like or as. Metaphor is wrong because metaphor implies comparison without those words. Synecdoche and paradox describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 89. Identify the period linked with humanism, courtly culture, sonnets, revenge tragedy, and flourishing drama. Option A, Renaissance. Option B, Modernism. Option C, Anglo-Saxon/Old English. Option D, Neoclassical. The correct answer is option A, Renaissance. Renaissance fits because it is commonly linked with humanism, courtly culture, sonnets, revenge tragedy, and flourishing drama. Anglo-Saxon/Old English is different because Old English literature is known for heroic epic and alliterative verse. Neoclassical and modernism point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 90. Tracing a CLEP style clue, should Pride and Prejudice be matched with which writer? Option A, William Shakespeare. Option B, Jane Austen. Option C, Andrew Marvell. Option D, Lord Byron. The correct answer is option B, Jane Austen. Jane Austen fits because Pride and Prejudice is a novel of manners centered on courtship, class, irony, and moral judgment. Andrew Marvell is linked to his coy mistress. Lord Byron is linked to Don Juan. William Shakespeare points instead to Hamlet, so it does not match this clue. Question 91. Among these writers, who is linked to Othello? Option A, Virginia Woolf. Option B, T.S. Eliot. Option C, William Shakespeare. Option D, Charlotte Bronte. The correct answer is option C, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare fits because Othello is a tragedy built around jealousy, manipulation, race, and trust. Virginia Woolf is linked to Mrs. Dalloway. Charlotte Bronte is linked to Jane Eyre. T.S. Eliot points instead to The Wasteland, so it does not match this clue. Question 92. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, which term fits a passage where a novel stresses haunted spaces, secrecy, terror, and psychological darkness? Option A, domestic realism. Option B, neoclassical satire. Option C, pastoral. Option D, Gothic. The correct answer is option D, Gothic. Gothic fits because Gothic fiction uses fear, mystery, confinement, and dark settings to explore emotional or moral anxiety. Pastoral is wrong because pastoral idealizes rural simplicity. Neoclassical satire and domestic realism describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 93. Studying a CLEP style clue when Heart of Darkness appears in a literature clue, which writer fits? Option A. Robert Browning. Option B. William Shakespeare. Option C. Joseph Conrad. Option D. Jane Austen. The correct answer is option C. Joseph Conrad. Joseph Conrad fits because Heart of Darkness is a modern novella exploring imperialism, moral darkness, narration, and ambiguity. Jane Austen is linked to Pride and Prejudice. Robert Browning is linked to My Last Duchess. William Shakespeare points instead to Hamlet, so it does not match this clue. Question 94. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue among these choices, which one explains a passage where a passage uses unrhymed iambic pentameter in elevated drama or epic? Option A. Blank verse. Option B. Heroic couplet. Option C. Ottava rima. Option D. Free verse. The correct answer is option A. Blank verse. Blank verse fits because blank verse is unrhymed iambic pentameter, a form strongly associated with Shakespearean drama and Miltonic epic. Heroic couplet is wrong because heroic couplets rhyme in pairs. Ottava rima and free verse describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 95. Examining a CLEP-style clue, how should a character clue about Clarissa Dalloway be answered? Option A. Midnight's Children. Option B. Don Juan. Option C. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Option D. Mrs. Dalloway. The correct answer is option D. Mrs. Dalloway. Clarissa Dalloway anchors Woolf's modernist single-day novel of memory and consciousness. Elizabeth Bennet is in Austen, Tess is in Hardy, Belinda is in Pulp. Question 96. Considering a CLEP-style clue, if you see William Wordsworth, which title should you remember? Option A. Lyrical Ballads. Option B. Tom Jones. Option C. Paradise Lost. Option D. Ode to the West Wind. The correct answer is option A. Lyrical Ballads. Lyrical Ballads fits because it is William Wordsworth's work, a landmark romantic collection favoring ordinary language, nature, feeling, and imagination. Tom Jones is associated with Henry Fielding. Paradise Lost is associated with John Milton. Ode to the West Wind belongs with Percy Bysshe Shelley, not this author clue. Question 97. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, spotting that an image or idea keeps recurring and builds meaning across a work should lead to which term? Option A. Theme. Option B. Motif. Option C. Diction. Option D. Meter. The correct answer is option B. Motif. Motif fits because motif is a recurring element that supports themes and patterns in a text. Theme is wrong because theme is the broader insight or central idea. Meter and diction describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 98. Testing a CLEP-style clue, should Beowulf be matched with which writer? Option A. Charles Dickens. Option B. Jonathan Swift. Option C. Emily Bronte. Option D. Anonymous Old English poet. The correct answer is option D. Anonymous Old English poet. Anonymous Old English poet fits because Beowulf is an Anglo-Saxon heroic epic built around monsters, loyalty, fame, and alliterative verse. Jonathan Swift is linked to Gulliver's Travels. Charles Dickens is linked to Great Expectations. Emily Bronte points instead to Wuthering Heights, so it does not match this clue. Question 99. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, can you name the literary term for the speaker's or author's attitude toward the subject? Option A. Narrator. Option B. Couplet. Option C. Tone. Option D. Satire. The correct answer is option C. Tone. Tone fits because it means the speaker's or author's attitude toward the subject. Couplet and narrator refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Satire is also different. Mood is the feeling created in the reader. Plot is event sequence. Meter is rhythmic pattern. Question 100. Tracing a CLEP-style clue, which work includes Pip and Miss Havisham? Option A. Middlemarch. Option B. Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Option C. Pride and Prejudice. Option D. Great Expectations. The correct answer is option D. Great Expectations. Pip and Miss Havisham belong to Dickens's Victorian novel about class, guilt, and moral growth. Tess belongs to Hardy, Stephen Dedalus belongs to Joyce, Okonkwo belongs to Achebe.